Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I want to give you one of the best investments that I've made in my business as far as equipment goes. What is it? Let's check it out. And this is it. It is a dump trailer. I'm not going to be like brand specific or anything like that. I just want to make a video that in general, a dump trailer has been a massive time saver for us, massive headache saver for us, labor saver for us. It's allowed me to do jobs that I would not be able to do typically. This one is a 7 feet wide by 12 feet long. I've had this trailer for 2 years, maybe a little over 2 years now. And this trailer, again, it's allowed us to get into landscaping, doing sod installations, and it's just opened up a whole world of possibilities. Let's see what's currently in my trailer. Okay, so yeah, just oh, there's some agapanthus that I dug up today. 7 by 12 is the size that I got, and I want to talk about that really quickly. Okay, so I definitely knew that I didn't want to go smaller than a 7 by 12, but I was really debating on getting a 14-foot dump trailer. And if I had it to do over again, would I get a 14-foot dump trailer? No, I wouldn't. I have never felt like when we're out doing jobs like, oh man, I wish I had 2 more feet in my trailer. I've never ran into that scenario. Again, if you're like a tree guy and you're hauling around just tons and tons of stuff, like, okay, I could see how it would make sense to have a bigger trailer, but for my application and how I use this, it really is the perfect size. 12 feet long, 7 feet wide. It has plenty of volume for clearing out lawns, cutting up or pruning trees, throwing it in there, and it's not so long that it's just cumbersome in residential neighborhoods. Something else that I wanted to mention was this little hook right here. This allows you to drive equipment into the back of this. We actually pick up a mini skid steer and we will drive this into the back. So the reason that I got this one is it's actually what's called like a low profile dump. It kind of sits down like this, and it has ramps that come out the back, and this allows us to pick up equipment to haul to our jobs. So again, the reason that this little hook is here is just so you can latch that down, and whenever you drive up that equipment doesn't tilt this trailer up. It's just kind of like a little safety feature there. Got to make sure that you take that off though, because if you try and raise this up, you're going to end up bending everything. So I've done that before, and I didn't damage anything because I caught it really quickly. But most of the time, I just leave it unhooked like that. We'll hook it up whenever we are going to be driving equipment into the back of here, and then whenever we unload it, I will go ahead and then disconnect it at that time. Okay, so as far as creature comfort goes, is there anything that I would do differently? So I got this trailer for what I felt like was a pretty good price. But if you can spring to have an upgraded jack system, whether it's a hydraulic jack system, this is not bad, again, because it's not something that I'm using every single day. But if I were having to use this every single day, I would definitely recommend having some type of system, that's electronic, that would just speed this up. It's not bad using it 1 or 2 times a week, but if I was hooking up to this thing every single day, I would make sure that I had some type of different jack that was quicker than this system right here. Okay, let's take a quick peek in the box here. So just a basic little setup here. Here's your pump and then battery. And guys, I'm not an expert in this, but I'll tell you, I've never had to charge this battery ever. I've had this for 2 years. It's never died on me. The way that I use it is I keep my truck running, and it's my understanding that it's using power from the truck and not draining the battery if you are doing it that way. Again, I've never put any charger on this battery, and I've had this dump trailer for over 2 years. Used it a couple times a week or pretty much weekly, pumping this thing out, and I've never charged it. So again, whenever I raise it up, So again, whenever I'm going up, I'm normally, have my truck cranked, and that has kept me from having to charge this battery, because right now it's just total battery right now. It's not hooked up to the truck at all. Okay, something else that I did is I had these chute doors welded onto this, okay? And my thought is okay, these are sliding doors, and I will be able to tilt the trailer back like this, open these sliding doors out, without having to open up this whole system back here. And I'd say, okay, I'll just slide these doors open, and I will be able to get my rock. I can get my rock out of these doors. It was kind of like a little coal chute system for me. It actually worked pretty good for a while, but what happened is these sliders, they do get caked up with debris, so you got to really get in there and keep those things clean, or these doors get jammed up. Fast forward, I hate working with rock. I don't work with rock, and now I don't even use these doors at all. I was thinking, possibly this might work for mulch, but what we do is we just open up the back of it and then just push the bolts into the wheelbarrows, and that works just fine. So that was something that I kind of thought about was, how could I speed up getting rock out of this without having to shovel rock? And again, it worked pretty good for a while with these little sliding doors. I just don't like working with rock. So now we don't do anything with rock in my business. I told you guys to simplify, and we do, man. Like, there's only certain types of things that I do, and if a client wants rock, we are not your company. The other thing I like, and I have not done this yet, and guys, look, this trailer's in good condition. I mean, for being 2 years old, it's in really good condition. But the other thing that I like is that you can put in, of course, your 2x4s, and then put in some 2x6s or 2x8s, and start building up walls on this thing, so you can really increase the volume if you need to. Again, I've never had to do that, but even more important than increasing the volume, you can actually put your signage, your company logo on this thing, and make that look really nice. And I've even seen some guys, who do this, and they advertise at different times during the year. Like if it's in the fall, they will have a system right here that they can remove of boards that says now booking leaf cleanups, or if they're doing Christmas lights, they'll have a section right here that says Christmas lights. So it's like a removable marketing piece for your company. And I've seen that before, and I really like it. I haven't done it yet, but I just wanted to put that out there, that is something that you guys can do instead of just throwing those boards up there. Use that as signage to market your services. That truck and that trailer right there have really opened us up into just taking on bigger jobs and things that we typically would never have done in the past. And again, I always err on the side of caution and not getting ahead of yourself. But at that time in my company's life cycle, it was like, okay, we were really moving and grooving with the lawn maintenance stuff, and that was the bread and butter of recurring revenue. And I wasn't really interested in continuing to grow the lawn maintenance side of things. I said, what can we do to give our business a boost, an injection of revenue? And the simplest thing for us was sod, and this truck and this trailer has really opened the door, not only to sod, but just all types of other things that we typically couldn't do. If you are contemplating getting a dump trailer, I just want to say, you need to understand that you need to have a truck that is capable of pulling that, and it's not wise to just get a dump trailer and then shoot yourself in the foot and realize, well, okay, I need another $50,000 truck so I can pull this thing. You have to really think this thing out, but at that time in my business's life, it just made sense to go ahead and pull the trigger on these two items. Am I glad that I have my dump trailer and my truck? Absolutely. It's not something that I would ever recommend just coming out of the gate with and starting out with something like that. But as your business progresses and you grow, man, those are two really good things that can just open up a world of possibilities for you. All right, guys, y'all take care, and I'll be in touch.